Hi everyone, today we're going to be doing a best for brown eyes look and I hope you enjoy. I've just been laughing myself silly with my little boy in the back, so I feel a bit giggly. But he's behaved and he's been good and while I'm in the room doing my film, so it's really handy. Right, I'm going to have to zoom you in for this one because it's going to be a close-up on the eye. So there you go. That's not too bad, and I've got no mirror, so we're going to be using the lens as the mirror. So I'm going to first start by applying just a little bit of base. This can be anything from foundation, your actual face moisturiser, Urban Decay Primer Potion's another one. There's lots of prep and prime potion kind of things out there. And I'm just going to apply that all over my eyelid. And this really helps the colour to stick and your eyeshadow to go on far more smoothly. Because a lot of us have creases and wrinkles around the eye and it flows it out and keeps it taut. I think that's a little bit close, no, a bit too much, because it'll only end up going funny on you. Now I've got glitter on my face off the look before, but never mind. Now first we're going to start with a nice even coating of that, and it's a Lilac Beautiful powder by Collection. It's called Stonewash by Collection 2000. Now because it's such a dazzly dust, you're going to get it all over your face, fall out. So just going to say beautiful, glittery purple. And lilac always goes with brown eyes. Now my eyes are green, it still goes well with green, but it is an all-round best for brown. So just carry on with that, get all over the eyelid. You want to just practically pat it on so it seeps into the mixture below, rather than rubbing and then you'll take all the mixture back off. Just bring it up and around. And then once you've got it on your eyelid, then you start blending it back and forth into your crease. You can also put a little bit of highlight up here if you want as well. Just going to get some out the jar. I've got it all on the top here. They come with little sifter pots, quite nice. The little holes are all full of powder. And same again on this side. It's awkward doing a makeup look without a mirror, but this is not too bad. At least this one isn't a tester like my other one was. I bought a load of little pots and one of them was a tester. It's an horrible when that happens. Just getting the powder out. There you go. I'm just going to pat it on all over the eyelid. And once you've patted it on, I'm going to just bring it around and up into your crease and give it a blend. Go high as you want, it's a light colour and it won't make you look funny. Because if you want, you can put a bit of highlight on under the eyebrow bone. Now the camera angle is a bit strange because you've got the lightings on one side and not on the other. But you'll see in the photos, I'm going to try and start adding photos on the end of the video so you can see fully what's what. A little bit under there as well. There we go. There's a little bit missing. No, it's on. Okay, now we're going to take a darker purple. Purples always go beautiful with brown eyes, and we're going to just take the same brush. You don't need a different one. If you were doing a dark colour and then a light one, you would need a different brush. For a light, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to start gently, just gently dab a little bit under the outer corner, along your crease. And give it a little bit of a blend. You don't want to go all the way in, because if you have dark colours too close here, it makes the eyes look too close together. And especially if you've got wide apart eyes, it would be ideal if your eyes are close together to start with. You don't really want dark on the inner corner. You want to keep the inner side bright. So just gently blending that up and around. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. Just want to brush it along the crease. And this eye's a little bit not as lit up as the other one, which is unfortunate, but it is the same kind of colours. Now some of the colours I use in my videos differ from what we use in the column. And that's just because of whatever I've got handy at the time. But that means you get to do 2 looks instead of 1, so it's not bad. Just want to keep blending it along. Now the light is not helping because they're both just as sparkly, but on this side it looks kind of diffused. I think it's just the lighting in here, it's not that great. But we'll get that sorted out. Now for the bottom we're going to be using a purple liner, and I'm just going to start by applying this on the lower lash line on the outer corner. And I'm going to just blend it along, and we're going to be using it on the skin area where your lashes are. Any purple liner will do. You could even use eyeshadow if you wanted. On a little liner brush, wet the eyeshadow and pull it along. So we've got a lot of beautiful colour here which we don't have yet, so we're going to put a little bit there as well just to finish the look off. So just gently bringing the purple along. Now this is quite a rough pencil, so be careful you don't stab yourself in the eye. That wouldn't be good, would it? Now this one doesn't look half as glittery. I think what we'll do now is we're going to be putting more black on, and it's a black liner, and what you do with this, you just put it on your waterline, which is that area there. You've got your tear duct, you don't want to go over that or you'll end up with mixture that ends up into the corner of the eye. So you only want to go a little bit and leave that little bit spare, because it's not really good to block that tear duct. So you've got the tear of purple and then the black, and it looks lovely. This colour will really make brown eyes pop. Optional, if you want, you can always put a liquid liner on. Now for people with large eyes you can go right the way across, but what I like to do is just start halfway across like that and bring it out. Looks far cuter when you do halfway across than the full way. Now it's not going on completely perfect, it's hard to see what I'm doing in this little lens. Let it settle and then we'll go from here again. For eyeliner, lip liner, always steady your little hand, like this, your little finger, sorry, on your cheek. And it really helps when those lines have to be more precision than blunt or blurred or smudged in. You only want a little bit of a tick. Not a huge one. I think we'll go a little bit further in. And take your time as well, because I'm dead impatient and that's when I make me mess. But if I take my time, the look gets done far quicker and better. Now we're going to be using some mascara. So you just tip your head back and give your lashes a bit of a tickle from root to tip with a wand. And by tipping the head back as well, less chance to catch the makeup you've already done on your lid. So if you've got brown eyes, give this look a go and you'll be wowed. The bottom is optional. A lot of people don't like putting your mascara on the bottom. I do. I like putting both on both. But it's totally up to the individual. Now for lips, we're just going to be doing something really neutral. And I have a nice neutral kind of peachy coloured. It's actually peachy terracotta, but it's matte. And it's going to go like that on the lip. It's not precision today because we're going to be putting some lip gloss over the top of it. You can put lip liner on, that'll keep it in place more. And we're going to be using this kind of colour lip gloss just to give it a sparkle. And there you have it. A nice kind of purple look for brown eyes. And I guarantee purples, lights, lilacs, violet, dark, deep purple plums will absolutely blow the socks off brown eyes. Hope you enjoyed. Zoom zoom.